Very done. I just want to talk about my cherished opinion here about what working in an organization independently is like. So having independence on your work is having practice towards your work. So this is the easiest logic that everyone can understand, right? So, but mostly people's awareness of practice that they initially had is buried into very busy routine work, and they are forced to do their assignments passively as they are told every day before they know it. In the meantime, people unconditionally accept mannerism that attribute to the repetitive same routine work as something obvious that everyone accepts to do, right? So people are inclined to think that the biggest condition to be fulfilled to make them work independently in an organization is having a certain discretion and privilege in an organization, right? But one thing that you don't get wrong idea with is that however big discretion people are given in an organization, there is a certain degree of restriction in the various forms, which are like the way to treat disobedient subordinates and heavy responsibility for the task in proportion to the role they play. So certainly how much people can take initiatives in an organization is in proportion to the degree of responsibility for the role they play. However, if you limit your potential within the scope of responsibility for the role that you're given in an organization, no matter what position you assume in an organization, you can take passive stance to the job you're doing. So how you can take initiative in an organization under various restrictions is that you don't assume that your role is only to finish assignments that you are given by an organization or a company, but you have to think that how your potential can contribute to an organization by taking advantage of your role and your position. So this way of thinking applies to the people in any positions in an organization, right? So what kind of value you can bring to an organization and what kind of solution you can provide in an organization by making the best of your role that you play are factors that give you an initiative and proactiveness which you can get out of the mannerism spiral. So thinking on how you can enhance your influence given to an organization in the form that you bring positive results to an organization by taking advantage of your position and your role is taking an initiative and working independently in the organization, in the workplace, I think. So if you have this awareness, the quality of your work comes to be really different from the quality of people's work who just finish routine tasks every single day. So limiting your role within the assignments you are given by an organization or a company will bury you into mannerism with no chance to take initiative towards your task. So I think the most important thing is that how you can define your role in an organization from the viewpoint of how you can contribute your potential to an organization and how you can influence your potential to an organization, whatever position you assume in an organization. So you observe what job, you just carefully observe what job people expect you to do and what your boss expect you to do through your assignments. And you're just going to have to move as people want you to do. So this is a shortcut. This is that shortcut to increase influence in an organization in a sense that you gain support from a lot of people in an organization, right? So after all, a certain loyalty to an organization can be one of the biggest motivations that trigger for working independently, initiatively. So because the meaning of existence of human beings is recognition of how much they can contribute to a society they belong to in any social units, right? So making a place where they can exist in an organization is deeply related to people's sense of loyalty to the society that they belong to. So one thing I can say for sure about this thing is that loyalty to an organization gives you a very good growth spiral and lets you strengthen your ability because you can involve with the industry, with an organization very deeply.